behind me and they actually ran the plate, it actually still came up as the Audi A6 because that was the last Lux vehicle that I owned. And with that being said, I never did have an issue or whatnot, other than when not too much of an issue, but kind of a scenario. And car reviews and Fuush, he can follow. She was like, man, I ain't riding with you no more. So I've been literally riding dirty for a whole year and a half. Currently, I'm looking for another vehicle, but if it don't work my way, because I'm looking at it like this, right? If I pay $3,000.
What's so serious? Let's get it, man. Lanes, serious, lanes, serious, lanes, serious, lanes, serious, serious, lanes, serious, lanes, serious, lanes, serious, serious, lanes, serious, 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 just calm down.
What's going on, guys? This is your guy, Serious Mindset, and I am back with another video. Oh, wait. What's so serious? Anyway, guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Make sure you drop that fire emoji right after Why So Serious. I greatly appreciate it. Shout out to my vets as well. I'm a veteran. Shout out to you guys that serve the country. Shout out to those that are doing active duty as well. I've been at that fight before, not combat, but I've been at that actual literally signing your life away or whatnot for the greater good as well, and also to take care of your family. But anyway, I don't know who that is. All right, sorry about that, guys. I had a phone call, but anyway, like I was saying, what was I saying? I don't even remember. What's so serious? No, but I wanted to make this video because I didn't mention this throughout my whole entire video as I had the wide body, but I'm finally taking care of this issue. But I was riding around my wide body. Now hear me out, don't judge me. I know it's gonna be some people judging. I wouldn't have, you don't know what's going on. What's so serious? So with that being said, being that I was active duty, I had bought my wide body when I was stationed in Washington State. So being that I'm an actual Texas resident, meaning when I got into the military, I enlisted into the Army. My place of home residency was in Texas. So Washington State has so many freaking laws it don't even make sense, just in general. And from what everybody was telling me about registering vehicles in Washington, it's a pain in the butt and it's overly priced. So I thought when I bought the vehicle, which was in Oregon, I thought they was gonna handle all of my TTL, tax, title, and license, if you don't know what that is. Being that I bought it in Oregon and they asked me for my home and I gave them my my property address that's in Houston or whatnot, right? So with that being said, they haven't done it. They actually, long story short, they registered it in Oregon. So my Challenger is an Oregon Challenger, but I don't have no plates, no stickers. Nobody sent me anything. So it makes it as if I'm riding around in a stolen vehicle, right? So I actually and hear me out, and I just want you guys to know this, right? Everybody knows that Mopars are the hottest thing on the market, right? Oh man, all my papers. Is this a two-lane lane? I think this is it. But everybody knows that Mopars are the hottest thing on the market. And with that being said, of course I got like little mods and stuff on it or whatnot, right? And driving around when I was in Washington State, I explained my situation. Of course, that's when I was active duty, and me and Fusio got pulled over or whatnot. Like I said, when you guys get pulled over by cops, I'm telling you, I don't care if you know that they wrong or whatnot. At the end of the day, your best situation to get out of that is by keeping a level-headed, so you can walk away from that situation. And of course, I was active duty, so our whole deal is not to get in trouble anyway. But anyway, so I explained my situation to the cop, whatever it was, and basically, about the whole situation. I showed my paperwork or whatnot. Now, the plate that I had was CMU. So if you guys know me, before YouTube, before I joined the Army, I had other vehicles. I had a Range Rover, I had an Audi A6, I had a lot of vehicles, right? But I always carried around that CMU, CMOO. Everybody thinks CMO. I'm like, you can't even spell. What's so serious? But long story short, the reason why I done it is because if I would have kept that temporary tag or whatnot, because I'm like, oh, keep the temporary. Water damage, for one, it would have came off, flipped off, all that other stuff. And so what I did was I just put CMU. So when cops pulled up behind me and they actually ran the plate, it actually still came up as the Audi A6, because that was the last Lux vehicle that I owned. And with that being said, I never did have an issue or whatnot, other than when, not too much of an issue, but kind of a scenario. And car reviews and Fuush, he can follow. She was like, man, I ain't riding with you no more. So I've been literally riding dirty for a whole year and a half. Thank God that I didn't get in trouble. Nobody, I didn't get a cop that told me anything like that. But again, I say that to say that Challenger that I have is not to go crazy. How I look at it is it's a show car, and it's a promotional vehicle for my channel. If I want somebody to subscribe with all my banners and stuff, me going down the highway fast is not doing anything. I'm getting a chance to possibly get in an accident, which I'm not saying I don't drive fast, but I'm just saying as far as like growth and other people to follow you, right? Because they need to see that banner on the sticker on the side. So for one, you got growth. Usually when people ride along with you, they're gonna be recording your car. They're gonna try to zoom in. They're gonna do things like that. So I always been smart about not trying to overdo the car. I mean, sometimes I do pulls. I'm not saying I don't, but a year and a half I drove without a registered vehicle. It was registered in Oregon, but I just didn't have anything to show that. But I'm finally gonna get that taken care of, and I'm gonna come back in and I'm gonna explain to you the scenario. So we're gonna see if I can get this sticker based upon my situation. So stay tuned. I'm gonna give you guys some pointers, so just in case you end up in a situation like that, you buy something out of state and you still ain't got no plates, stay tuned. Woo! What's so serious? All right, guys, so this is the next day. You see I have I have this one because I'm about to record for the RT truck, so stay tuned for the next video. So as you see, I'm in the garage. The wide body is still not in. It's with my guy DTX Wraps. But anyway, piggybacking on the story from yesterday about this title situation or whatnot, right? Not pretty much the title, but trying to get the registration. So learn from my experience. If you're going to, for one, it's a lease, right? So I think I've been vocal about it. I'm very vocal as far as leasing vehicles is the way to go nowadays, but that's another video, another topic. But since it was an out-of-state lease, basically what ended up happening is the Texas require you to pay sales tax when you register a vehicle. So think about it like this: if you buy a vehicle in Texas, that's why you pay for the TTL, tax title license. So apparently Oregon didn't collect the sales tax. Yeah, the sales tax, right? Because that's what's required in the TTL. They call it that. It's so much underneath the rim stuff, but of course I didn't get my documentation, so I had to call. Is that a spider? That was vicious. Hold on, wait a minute.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
Whew. Whew. I killed him. Whew. I hurt my knee. I gave him that. But anyway, what's so serious? But as I was saying, you want to make sure that you get the proper documentation going forward if you lease a vehicle out of state. So if you lease a vehicle out of state, you live in, for example, I live in Texas now, and I lease a vehicle out in Georgia, right? Georgia has to make sure that they account for the fact that I live in Texas and that they get the proper documentations to register the vehicle in Texas for me, right? But if I was buying the vehicle, it'd be something different. It's tricky. If you guys know anything about this, so when I drop down in the comment section, because at the end of the day, in order for me, hear me out, and that's why I had to do this video, because I was so frustrated. In order for me to get my registration done, I had to potentially, or I might have to pay $3,000 to get this registration. $3,000? Are you serious? $3,000? So I call Chrysler Capital, which is I'm leasing. You know, I got the wide body brand new. They couldn't help me, so I called the dealership, spoke with the GM. So I'm coaching you guys on who to call, because I explained to him, hey, I was active duty, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, again, I still don't know what's going to happen with the wide body. And the reason why I say that, and I'm going to get to that, but talking with him and him trying to figure it out and help me out is, you know, and, you know, it's all about communication. At the end of the day, that was the dealership problem, and they need to figure it out. If not, going into what I was just saying, I might end up getting out the wide body scat pack. So currently I'm looking for another vehicle, but if it don't work my way, because I'm looking at it like this, right? If I pay $3,000 for this vehicle to register it in Texas, which it should have been done already, I might as well put that $3,000 down on a new vehicle. Does that make sense? As far as a new vehicle for the challenge, for the channel, which of course is of course a Hellcat. That's the only way to go. Hellcat, or either something ferocious. But yes, it's very much frustrating, but you know, I got faith that things would be taken care of. I did speak with representatives at Chrysler Capital. They're gonna try to figure it out, but at the same time, I also have to make sure I plan my steps accordingly, because what if they don't figure it out and they say, hey, Kobe, you gotta pay XYZ. I'm not about to do that. If I do that, it has to be for real logical reasons. But yeah, so that's the story. I'm riding around in a vehicle that is not registered, that makes it seem like it's stolen. Long story short. So it's been a lot of vehicles. It's been a lot of videos that I've been trying to avoid saying it, because I didn't want to put myself out there, but now is the time to do that, because I'm like, shoot, it is what it is. And then I put so much money into it too. Now I'm doing the wrap currently of this video. Of course, I got the custom made tires by LD97s. That was also a grip. I mean, you know, the bags, I can easily take the bags out or whatnot. But you know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's just a lesson learned. So if you guys end up leasing a vehicle out of state, you know, just make sure that they handle your whatever your county or state says needs to be done. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna go ahead and close the video out, because I'm about to go ahead and work on that next mod for the truck, for the Ram truck. Make sure y'all get one of these things as well in y'all garage, man, because you can put so much things. Let me see. So we're about to install those lights right there. I've been holding on to that for years. When I say years, meaning like a year and a half. And then of course, make sure y'all shop smapparel.net. It's a lot of these boxes right there. That's product material. smapparel.net. Get you a good old driven hat, SeriousMindset hoodie. It's about to be hoodie season. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna close out the video, guys. I appreciate you guys for watching. If you're new to the channel, hit that sub button. I greatly appreciate it. Stay tuned. Watch So Serious.
Let's get it, man.